Hey everybody, this is Carlos from the Somewhat Productive Show, one of the hosts there. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but we at the Somewhat Productive Show have pretty good connections to the good old media world, and as such, we're able to get interviews with pretty important people from time to time, and we were hoping that we can get enough of them in here that about once a week we can get interviews done and share it with you guys. And this week, we're starting off with a very interesting celebrity. We actually have Charlie Sheen in the studio, and I'm going to be interviewing him. All right, so I think we're good to get started. Hey, Charlie, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, what's up?
All right. Okay. So this seems like kind of a unusual question to jump in with, but we've heard rumors. You know, I think the biggest thing going around is that you're using drugs. Is that true, or recently you haven't been able to actually give us answers? So is it true or not?
Well, you know, I used to do a lot of drugs, but then I figured the only drug I need is just like my own existence, you know? I mean, just experiencing myself in my own body is better than any drug in the world, you know?
So you haven't been doing any drugs recently?
No.
No, none at all?
None at all.
Even legal ones, you haven't partaken in any of those?
Well, I took some aspirin the other day.
Yeah, did it get you high or anything like that?
No, not really.
All right, because you seem to enjoy really anything that could alter your state of body, so I was just curious.
Well, it did get rid of my headaches, so
all right.
I was happier about that.
All right. Well, one of the biggest parts of your recent drug scandal has been the fact that you've also been involved with prostitutes, and are these allegations? Well, we know they're true, but these allegations of porn stars and being with them and working with them. What's been going on with that?
Well, you know, I try and get the hottest chicks, and if they're a porn star, if they're not a porn star, whatever. I just just try and get together with the hottest chicks.
All right. What was it like? Apparently, doing drugs with porn stars. What was that like?
It was fine, but it didn't really make it any better, the fact that it was with a porn star, because, I mean, all I really need is myself to enjoy it, because I'm Charlie Sheen, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you seem to be, in a lot of ways, quite the ladies' man. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, okay. In regards to that, how many women have you had sex with in your life?
You know what, I really can't remember.
Do you have any sort of rough estimate? I mean, most people have only had sex with, even the worst have had sex with, 10, 20 people, presuming they're not prostitutes or porn stars. So,
well, what exactly do you mean by sex?
I was referring to intercourse, where
Well, no, but I mean, sure, I've banged a lot of chicks, but I mean, as far as sex, I mean, sex is like a personal thing, you know. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It does. Would you count that as
Well, how many women have you engaged in intercourse with in your lifetime?
70, maybe 80.
Wow, that's quite a few for just a person who isn't a prostitute or a porn star.
Right, but I mean, most of them kind of just like exploded because I was so good in bed. So it's no use trying to contact them because you're not going to find them.
Are you sure about that? Just curious. You sure we can't get in touch with any of them?
Well, do you have like a shaman in the studio? Maybe you can contact the spirit world.
No, it's okay. We don't have any of those in here. All right. Well,
I used to be a shaman, but then I just kind of got bored of it.
Oh, that's
and now I'm Charlie Sheen.
Now you're Charlie Sheen. Yes. Before you weren't Charlie Sheen?
No, not really. I was a shaman.
All right. Then okay. We're also wondering actually what's the most interesting or unusual thing that's happened to you while you were ingesting drugs or taking drugs?
Well, I got in a fight with a bear once, and that poor bear. decided to mess with Charlie Sheen.
How'd you do?
Uh,
Did you win?
of course I did. I'm Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, you claim to be by winning quite a bit.
Right. Well, what happened is the bear tried to bite me, but it couldn't because I'm Charlie Sheen, and my flesh just kind of like deflected the bite, and it broke his jaw, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I was kind of agitated, so I picked him up and threw him, and he went into the sky, and I've never seen him since.
Well, Charlie, are you on drugs right now?
No.
Okay. Well, that seems to be that was a pretty inspirational tale, I guess. Maybe in the eyes of some of our younger listeners, that might have been something pretty awesome. With that being said, do you think that you're influencing the youth of today, of America today? And like, if so, do you think it's in a good or a bad way?
Of course, man. I mean, who doesn't want to be Charlie Sheen? And you know, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but overall, I think, yeah, I'm a good guy, and if people want to be like me, then I think that is something that they should aspire to.
Really, because there have been many claims that you're mentally ill. You know, you have like bipolar disorder, and
Nah.
You don't have bipolar disorder?
No.
No. Well, what do you have to say to the people who have made such accusations against you?
Go F yourself. I'm Charlie Sheen, bro.
All right. That works. Well, Charlie, I have to admit, I'm actually kind of curious now. How are you feeling at the moment? How are you feeling about life, about things going on with family and your friends and whatnot?
I'm feeling all right. I mean, I'm thankful to whatever power that might be higher than me, and you know, you'd be hard pressed to find one, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I'm thankful for them for making me Charlie Sheen, because it's just awesome being Charlie Sheen, you know.
Yeah. I got a question. A bit of a non. How popular do you think you are?
Bigger than the Beatles, who were bigger than Jesus, so that's pretty popular.
All right, thanks, Charlie. Our interview is gonna.
All right.
And
I wanted to say one last thing.
Yeah.
In the opinion of Charlie Sheen, who is pretty freaking awesome, this podcast is a great show, and the YouTube channel is great, and I've been listening to it, and I just think it's great. So you should really have a listen, and that is all.
All right. Thanks, Charlie. He's kind of a weird guy. All right. So thanks for listening to this interview. If you want to like us on Facebook, there'll be a link down in the description. Also, there'll be a link to our iTunes show, which is a little bit longer, well, actually a lot longer, but it's pretty good content. You should give it a try. Subscribe to us there. It's free. So thanks for listening, and we'll have another interview next week with a celebrity who's yet to be named. All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.